Hello, dear folks. Welcome to the show, Jack Chow on the East West Show with G&E TV. As time goes by, we're getting closer to the June primary. And of course, it is a moment for us, for you and me. So to us Californians, my fellow Californians, it is a moment to choose the right one for the right job. This is whatever believed to be the rule, right? Now, today, we're talking about the Senate, House of the Senate of California. It's a big one, no, not very big, only 40 of them, right? Joining me today is one of the most hopeful candidates chosen by a bunch of friends around me to be here to join us to share his wonderful brains. That is Mr. Chris Shahinian.
Shahinian.
Yeah, Shahinian. All right, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Jack. I'm honored to be here. I'm absolutely delighted to be on this show. And thank you for giving me this opportunity to be together, and thank God for this opportunity.
Likewise, for representing us, for trying to represent us.
Definitely, yes.
Very good. We know California, even though the past 2 years, couple of years, things had been a little better, we're not there yet. And we know that California should have done better, much, much better than what we are doing now. But how? We need hands. We need new hands.
Definitely.
That's why the system of democracy set as a rule. For every now and then, you have a chance to cast your vote to the right one, exactly like the title of the show says, cast your vote to the right one. So are we casting our vote right or wrong? So let's see.
Well, number one, Abraham Lincoln said the ballot is stronger than a bullet. So it's important for us to understand the value of voting in California, in the United States. And let me begin by saying that we live in a great nation and a great state, and we have a great community. And my community, your community, and District 25, what I'm running as a California State Senate, is the most diverse district. Rich in culture, heritage.
Altadena, Atwater Village. All right.
That makes this district is very unique, honestly. Yeah. And this district is home to Asians, Latinos, Persians, Mediterranean, Pacific Islander, Armenians. We all mixed together. And this makes us very strong district and very healthy district that we all can come together.
The melting point of a melting pot. How about that?
Exactly. That's a great way to describe it. So
very good.
This district is great, and I'm Armenian, born in Lebanon, and I interact with many different ethnic groups. Believe me, we each have a lot to offer to each ethnic group, so we can come together, so we can make California stronger, prosper, and safer by working together as a team.
We want to know that, to confirm one thing, that to my audience, it's always better to start seeing this person inside by seeing his philosophies, right? By checking with his philosophies. That philosophy being the fact that he takes the district as a melting pot to allow everybody an opportunity, of equal opportunity to develop. Please.
Let me start this. Like many immigrants, I came to this country fleeing civil war in Lebanon to start a new life.
All right, good.
For a new opportunity, for education, for a better future. I came here alone as a young man with empty pocket, with nothing, no relatives, nobody.
I see.
I came here, first thing I did, I went to school to learn English. English is my fifth language, by the way.
Fifth language.
I started my own business. I raised my family, and God blessed me with 3 children. I've been married for 25 years.
I see.
And I continue my education to get higher degree. So today I have business, and also I'm an instructor in college, in Glendale Marshall College, as a social psychologist.
I see.
So I lived the American dream. And like many immigrants, like all of us, we came here for a reason. But mainly we came here for freedom, to enjoy what America has to offer. And I'm living the American dream. So I went PCC, Pasadena College, to get my education, and I went to Marshall College to get my bachelor degree and master degree. So I have 3 children, So they all went to public school. My daughter, she's graduating June 16 after my election, week after election from Cal Poly.
All right. In my position, especially when I do shows like this, I don't give a comment. I just listen. I'm a good listener, I promise, right? For this one, I really have to throw a little bit as my comment to it. It is a very grassrooted, fundamental story about all immigrants, why they come here, how they started, and how they prosper, and why they get to where they are. It is all through with a dream, coming over to work hard all the way towards one goal, the goal being that to be one proud member of this great country, right? And I would say what Chris has put us is a role model of how to be successful, how to find your own ground, and from which you start to prosper, right? So for that, I would say this man in front of me, wonderful gentleman, running for the state senate, he has ground one cleared up, and now he's ready to launch his big stuff, right? So
thank you.
How much do you know about your district, please?
District 25, it's like a huge district, start from Sunland to Upland. As I said, the most diverse district. I'm interacting with a lot of different groups. So to listen to them like you, I'm listening to their concern. And believe me, we're all concerned about our future. Like I said in my opening, we came here to enjoy the freedom and to live the American dream. As I talk to people, different communities, we all have concern, worry about our future, and we don't know if our children will have the same opportunities that we had today. Good education, college, because today our children are drowning under college loan debt.
You're right.
The other day I talked to a young man, he graduated from college. He said, Mr. Shahinian, I have $120,000 debt. I barely find a job and $10 per hour. How I'm gonna live? Where is the American dream? How you can help me? And I talked to small business owner. Many of them struggling to create and innovate. Almost, they're at the point that they want to shut down their business. That's why today in California, a lot of businesses closing their doors. A lot of big companies, they're leaving California because California is not business friendly anymore. And it's affecting everybody, not just Asians, not the Latino, it's affecting everybody. And we are concerned, I'm concerned also about our future. And that's why I'm running. I'm running for California State Senate to keep the American dream alive for our children. I want my daughter, I want my son to live the American dream, to enjoy what I enjoy. I came here as nothing, $0. And God bless me. I'm a place that I can run. I can speak on behalf of my community, your community, so I can represent you in California. We can make California stronger, prosper, and safer, and we give hope for our children.
Here I see some passion. I do see some passion. And I kind of like it because there's an urge there, there's a push there. And with me today is one of the most hopeful candidate for California Senate 25th District, Mr. Chris Shahinian. He is I would say in my eye, a role model for immigrants to get started ground zero. Like myself, came here with $40. That's all I had.
You better than me?
Yeah, all right. Oh, I was better than you, right? Yeah. Oh, good for me, right? And then while you started for everything,
we all started.
That kind of foundation, we call it foundation. And it is a kind of very, bad condition to start with, but yet it gives you a solid ground. Every time when you look back, you know where you are starting. Right? Very good. Definitely. So, my dear audience, today we're talking about our own California to our concerned Californians, right? Because we are at a moment of choosing the right one for the right job, and we call the title of the show of this time, of today's show, to cast your vote to the right one. All right, with me, Mr. Chris Shahinian, we're sharing his thought. We're trying to dig out from the denizen of his brain to see what exactly was there, what qualifies for that great job position. Stay with us. We'll be right back, please.
District 25 is the most diverse district, rich in culture and heritage. That makes us very unique and strong. Yes, we don't have the same color. Yes, probably we speak different language, but we're all created by one God, and we are equal in the United States. But many of us worry about future. We don't know if our children will have the same opportunity that we had. Friends, I want to be very honest. California is not the same anymore. American dream is in jeopardy. American freedom is in jeopardy. Our democracy is in jeopardy. And let me tell you why. 2015, in California, we spent $70 billion. And California ranks 42nd in our nation. Our children, they're not getting quality education. And big businesses, big companies, manufacturers, they're leaving our state. Because California is not friendly anymore. Every 12 seconds, one child uses a drug for the first time. And many of them end up in prison. No wonder we're building more prison in California than school. We need to change that. Every day, this is very sad. Every day 22 veterans kill themselves because they are neglected. No one is taking care of them. Shame on us.
Hello, dear folks. Welcome back to the show. Jack Chow on the East-West show with the G&E TV. At G&E TV, all my friends know, all my audience know, we don't take a take. What we do is that we stand most of the time 100% out of 100, we probably 99.9 stays in the middle of the road to look around, see what's right and what's wrong. And then when we see a precise moment, we jump in right away. Say, hey, that's the one. Like that. This is our style. This is my style. Call it East-West show style. Call it Jack Chow style. Call it G&E TV style. Call it EDI style. Regardless, right? Like I said, I really like the passion that you displayed during the last segment.
Thank you.
We are waiting for somebody who has passion to start a job. You know, sometimes when people from the kind of a hierarchy, they're kind of knowing the job so much, they know how to do this, how to do that, everything according to profiles.
Yes.
That is one style, okay. But what I say is that we are looking for somebody who has the difference.
People, honestly, Jack, tired from politicians. You talk about politicians. You talk about career politicians.
Good point.
You are talking about career politicians.
Good point.
They train to talking nice, they give nice speeches.
All
So
right.
I'm not a great speaker, but I have a great passion. I have a great heart to fight for people.
See.
And honestly, look what's happening in the United States, everywhere, not in California.
Right, okay.
People are tired from politicians, and almost 90% of people are fed up from Congress, from senators, because they say something, they do something else. And particularly, we are tired from a special interest group. They are hijacking our democracy. More than 100 years ago, President Abraham Lincoln warned us that, watch, the money is controlling our government. What's happening today in the United States, Bernie Sanders and Trump is exposing what's happening behind the scene for those career politicians. We are tired. We are tired from them. We don't want another politician. We want decent people like you, like me, like regular people. They have the same struggle that we have. We have payment, we have children to take care, we have business too. So we need people to understand what we're going through. Those politicians, like they are on the moon. only time they show up their face when they want your vote.
Oh yeah, you're right.
And they
you're
come,
right.
they give like nice speeches, they make so
God
much
bless America, like that.
and they make so much promises,
all right.
so much unbelievable
right,
promises,
okay.
and then people will look at them. Yeah, this person is going to make my life better. Wait, years after year, we get discouraged, we get disappointed. We say, no, next time we're going to elect another person. And then they bring another.
And then they repeat in a cycle like this. Yeah,
that's why
exactly.
our California is going downhill. And let me tell you why, Mr. Jack. California is not the same anymore because of them, because of the special interest group, because of this politician. 50 years ago, people that used to come like I came, you came for good education
you're right.
For good education. Education was the fundamental thing that make California golden. This year in 2015, we spent $71 billion in education, and California ranked 42nd. It was number one 40 years ago. What happened? So we are going
Last time I checked, we have 50 states.
50 states. Look what happened. Basically, our children, Jack, they're not getting
42.
good education.
Oh my God, yeah.
We are missing a big point. That's why we have crime is going up.
Oh yeah.
So homelessness is going up.
Yeah.
Big companies leaving California, and we are facing another disaster if we don't take care of our situation. And on top of that, not just education. Look, drug is destroying our children. Every 12 seconds, Jack, this is sad, and I want to address every 12 seconds, one child uses a drug in California, United States. And many of them end up in prison or die in a young age.
Yeah.
And families are being destroyed because of that children. And we are destroying our children.
What generation
and
you're
what
talking
our
about,
politicians are doing, what our elected officials are doing, only they talk. And actually what they plan to do, they're planning to bring more drugs to our state. This is shame. This is ridiculous. It's unbelievable that we are destroying our children. In school campuses, 50% of our children, they use drug. Where is the drug coming from? And as a senator, I don't like to make promises, but in my team I have two former chief and commander from sheriff department, and we're working together. So we have the good plan to at least to make our school campuses drug-free areas, so our children they focus on
at least
education.
we'll seal our schools
At least, and
free of drugs.
We need to do that. I mean, this is, if we have to stand up for something, we have to stand up for our children.
Right,
that's it. And our children, they are our future.
Okay.
Either we're going to send them to prison or to college.
Yeah.
Look what's happening in California. Last 20 years, Jack, it's sad, I have to say, but we build more prison in California than schools. More prison, basically.
And then our prisons are getting crowded already. And we're running out of spaces. That's why we release them. They are out on the street.
We need to change that.
And
we need to send our children to college, not to prison.
In order to prevent them coming back again for second offense or third offense, we raise up the elevator. We raise up the threshold.
Definitely.
Okay, no more say, hey, $949, okay. Right? So as far as you do not see hit 950, right? That's the mark, right? 950, you're okay. That's why lots of thieves learn that let's do something at 935, like that kind. Okay, and sir,
but Jack, you know what I'm saying is, before that young man become a thief, before the young man to become a drug dealer, that's where are we missing. That's where we have to start education. One of my plan is we have about 1,000 reserve sheriff department, servicemen in sheriff department. I want to talk to our chief and sheriff that every single one of them, we have to train them. They have to visit public school from first grade, not high school. We have to teach them to stay out of drug. We have to teach them value, how to be good citizen. That's what we'll have to do before. And then if we be successful, if we give our children good education, because if they succeed, we all succeed. Entire California succeed, and we have to do that.
That's exactly last time at an interview, one of my guests pointed out so sharply that he says, quote unquote, the best way to prevent the jail overcrowdedness and the release of the felons on the streets is you start education early. The sooner, the earlier, the better.
First grade.
The early you start it,
Definitely.
the better the situation will be, because you're not talking about a result that you can see the next day. Wait for 20 years, you will see the change. That's where you want to stress
Exactly.
on.
You know, I have 3 children. When they start growing, I taught them not to play with fire. I told them that just fire will burn. So children, they learn. Either we can educate them to prevent, or we let loose what's happening now and we destroy our children. I'm here to tell you that I'm going to fight. I'm going to protect our children, because I have 3 children. They're so precious. Your children are precious. Your children are precious. They are our best thing that we have. We need to protect them, give them good education. We can create opportunity. We can create jobs. They can be successful, because if they succeed, we'll all succeed. California succeed. America succeed.
I have to confess, before I started this segment, I was planning to ask you a question to set the differences or the whatever between a politician and the politics. Okay, and it looks that even before I ask, everything you said is politics. However, you do not sound like a politician. That is why probably I want to call it that we want to go find out how you exactly do it one by one, and then you have a solution rather than a slogan.
Definitely.
Even though they rhyme, but they do not rhyme politically. Am I right?
Definitely, because that's what I said, you know, the solution is, as for drug and education, number one, improve our education. We have a class size of 30, 40 students. We have to make that 20, because that's where the threshold should be, like, you know, so teacher can focus. We need to train our teachers better. We have to pay our teachers, because there's no reason lousy politicians to get more money than teachers. So teachers deserve better, because they are working with our children. They're going to prepare future leaders, future scientists, future teachers. So we have to pay them, you know, salaries that enough they can live a good life. And we have to train. We have to give our children the best equipment.
Of course. And everything has a price. At a lower price, at the poor price, you all get those Mark Burns kind of t-shirts, right? Well, his name, you know what I mean, right?
And let me finish what I'm saying, Jack.
Yeah.
But the money now today, 70 billion, it's not going to the classroom.
71 billion.
71, it's going to bureaucracy. One superintendent, they have 5 secretaries. This is waste of money. This is waste of money. That money should go to the classroom, should go to our children, equipping them so we can have 21st century technology education. That's my top priority. It's number one. And we have money in California. We're not poor. Our budget is $2.2 trillion. We do have money. All we have to do, cut red tapes, you know, and then bring the resources to the classroom, to our children, so they can have the best, because we can compete with the world again. We can be number one again in California. But we need time. We need good leaders. As you said, not just throwing slogan. Yeah, we're going to make California. No, we're going to work. And
we hear too much of them.
That's why, you know, I put on my team 2 former sheriff and commander to deal about drugs. I'm not expert in drug. I'm not expert in many things, but we have to surround ourselves, listen to them. They know how to deal with it. They know the drug dealers. They know where the drug coming. They can prevent. We can protect our schools.
Okay. Anyway, I start to see not only the passion, but solution. And the other day, also during a interview, some of my guests pointed out that and in American politics, everything needs to be done. Everything has a reason needs to be done. But the key lies in the fact is that you always have to know to pick up and how to prioritize everything. There is a priority to talk about. So with me today, Mr. Shahinian, sharing his wonderful brand for the seat of California Senate, 25th District. I'm so glad that finally I'm talking to somebody that I like.
Thank you. Likewise.
Okay. Let's take a very short moment out. When we come back, we'll be keep digging into the beautiful minds of his to find out if California has a little hope. So stay with us, please. Hello, dear folks. Welcome back to the show. My dear fellow Californians, my dear fellow concerned Californians, welcome back to the show talking about California. It is an interview by the nature, yet this is like a coffee chat. We chat over California, see how we can make California better, thanks to the system that has with the regulations or rules. Every now and then we have a moment to recast our vote to somebody we think will be better for the job. Now it is a moment. Talking about the campaign of my good friend Chris Shahinian running for the 25th District Senate seat of California. And number 3, let's check about the partisans. All right, how about that? Mm-hmm. May I ask are you blue or are you red?
Let me tell you, number 1, I don't have all solution. You said, he has all the solution. So I'd be lying if I say I have all the solution. But I can tell you, Jack, but I have the heart to help my community. I have the heart to serve my community. I have the heart to listen and to fight for them to make California better. If I tell you here I have all the solution, I'd be lying.
You're right.
And I'm not a politician.
Okay, good. Thank you for being honest.
But,
yes.
But Jack, you said earlier about hope. Do we have hope? People ask me all the time, do we have hope? Yes, we do have hope. And history taught us that change comes from people. It's not going to come from government. It's not going to come from career politician. It's not going to come from special interest group. It's going to come from people. That's what this election is very important.
My question was, you were talking about your heart. My question was to ask, is your heart blue or red?
I am Democrat, registered Democrat, and I'm proud United States citizen, and I'm a blue dog Democrat, we call it, Kennedy type of Democrat. John Kennedy is my hero, and I'm going to quote what John Kennedy said. He said, we need to move our country forward. We need to move our state forward. I'm a Democrat, I'm proud Democrat, and proud citizen and proud parent. I'm here to tell you that I'm running for California State Senate to serve my community, to improve our education, to strengthen our economy, improve public safety, and supporting family values. I believe every Californian should have equal opportunity, for the good job.
Once you take office, you have a long way to go because you have 39 of your colleagues to go along with, to get along with. And politically or by partisanship, you have lots to deal with.
Definitely.
So how are you ready to deal with people from the other side of the aisle, please?
Well,
there's always a challenge like that.
Definitely. I've been married for 25 years. For one woman, that's mean I have a long way of listening, getting along.
All right.
So that's a
You're
joke.
well trained.
But what I'm saying, of course, it's a battle. Sacramento, it's not like a picnic. You have to go there strong. You have to have the people behind you. That's why if I get the people vote for me strongly, with the strong voice, Latino community, Asian community, Armenian community, Persian community, we all come together as a District 25, our diversity, if we come together, we support the right candidate.
Right.
Believe me, we can make a difference. They'll listen to us, we can fight, and we can present our plans, and we can win.
That's very understood. But I mean, within the House, how ready are you to cope along with people from the other
different side,
the other side of the aisle?
Well, let me tell you what happened. 2 weeks ago, I had an event on Glendora. It was 200 people there. I just asked a question, how many Democrats here? I'm a Democrat. There was only 5 Democrats. The rest were all Republican.
I see.
And they all came to support me.
I see.
So that means I can go for both eyes because your heart is important. Your platform is important.
All right.
You can be Democrat or Republican, but if your heart is not
I see.
You can be like any politician.
You're right.
But I am a Democrat, but I have lots of friends Republicans. They came. I said, why are you supporting? Because they said, because you have my value. You talking about small business. You talk about family values that we care about. You talk about our future you know, you had the character of that we're looking for. That's why I'm, you know, honored.
Am I right or wrong if I say there are issues that has a color or take of partisanship? For example, if you're talking about bigger government or smaller government, you automatically show that where you are. If you talk about gun control or not gun control, you obviously talk about where you are, right? And there are issues that has no taste or no nature of partisanship. Is there any, or what are they if there is, please?
Let me tell you, I'm an independent Democrat. From day one, when I start my campaign, I said, I'm not going to get any penny, any dollar from any special interest group, so they can dictate me for such any proposal or plan they have or any agenda they have. I didn't get $1 from unions. I didn't get $1 from any special interest group. Why? Because I want to represent people. Because if you look at my slogan, even though it's slogan, putting people first.
Putting people first. Okay.
We have enough of representation for corporation. We have enough of people that are representing unions. We are short of candidates, elected officials representing you,
the people,
representing me. That's why my platform is, if you look at my platform, fit for Democrat and Republican. That's the beauty of to be a Democrat. That's the beauty of freedom of this country. I'm a senator, but I'm not bound to one particular agenda. I have my own platform.
Yeah. What are the issues that has no partisanship involved? Are you picking those ones?
We want education is everybody, both sides, we want our children to have a best education.
Okay.
There's no question about that. Business, definitely. Business is backbone of the economy. We don't have business, you know, we can lose everything. So both aisle, we are concentrating in economy, but we have different views. That's different. You know, some focus on big corporations, I focus on small business because I believe small business generate a lot of new jobs. That's my belief because I'm a small business owner. I'm not a rich guy.
And what do you do, by the way?
I started, when I came here, I went to start trade. I want to start something. I start working with the construction company to just learn. And I opened my own business. So for 25 years, I had a small business, not big, heating and air conditioning company. And then when I graduate, you know, I got my degree. I started lecturing in college. So I mix it up. But what I'm saying, again, there's different issues, but family value is important for me. It's very important. And public safety is important. That's, I think, both we need to train our police officers better. We have to equip them. Look, crime is going up. In Los Angeles, in every city, 25% crime is up. That says a lot to us.
In other words, you want to prioritize number one, education. Number two, crime rate.
Yes.
Right, to attack crimes. And good.
Drugs. Economy is important.
Economy, yes.
And how are we going to improve our economy? Allow me to touch one moment on economy. Last 5 years, big companies left California, like Toyota, 35,000 jobs. Honda, Occidental Petroleum, they're leaving California, big numbers. They're going where? Either Arizona, Florida, or Texas. Why? Because those states are business friendly. California is not business friendly anymore. We have so much regulation, taxing that, you know, this company, you know, we're going to go. We have other places. One of my plan is to fight again, to bring those businesses back. We're going to do like New York is doing now. 10-year tax-free status if you come back to California. So New York is doing that.
All right, say that again, please. That sounds very interesting. Go ahead, please.
So basically, I'm going to pass legislation to invite those companies back.
To come back.
We have plenty of land, plenty of. We're going to give them, you know, property, build your manufacturer. If you generate 5,000 jobs, we're going to give you 5-year tax-free status. If you generate 10,000 jobs like Honda, we're going to give you 10 years. But how are we going to make money? By hiring people, putting people to work, and then we can generate money. We can improve our economy. Believe me. If we become business friendly, those companies, they like to come back to California because California is golden, is the best place to live. I mean, California, you can't find better place than California.
You know, sir, to be honest with you, I'm tired of hearing that. So let's move economy. Oh, let's go forward. Let's get more jobs. And those are, to me, slogans.
Yes.
Right? Of course I know that. Even in my dream, I'm yelling my slogans like that. But how? I like that kind of a pinpoint one thing. For example, if they say every workshop has to have 5 doors, and then the one cannot afford 5 doors, they go out. Right?
Exactly.
Now, to get them back or keep them where they are, okay, let's rewrite it. How about 4 doors? How about 3 doors? Something like that. So you're saying that this is what you want to work, right?
Yes, I'm a small business. I understand. I understand. You know, if I get more jobs, I can hire more people. So we can improve. It's like, you know, domino effect. So and some people sitting in, you know, I don't know what they're thinking. So and we're losing thousands of jobs. This is not big companies, big companies. So we need to be business friendly. And on top of that, college graduate. I talk to so many colleges, and it's heartbreaking. They graduate, they 100,000 loan, 200,000 loan, they can't find a job.
100,000 easy. Yeah. That's the average number.
What we're going to do, we're going to give incentive to companies. If they hire college graduate, we're going to give incentive. Something to
another solution.
Another small things. We can all we have to do think outside the box. And of course our veterans also.
You're right.
We have to give them, we have to help them. It's sad to say. Many politicians, they talk, we're going to take care of our veterans. Veterans are
That's
number
why I'm
one.
tired. That's why I'm so tired.
You know, every day, today, 22 veterans are going to commit suicide. Tomorrow, 22 veterans are going to commit suicide. What's happening? Where are all this money? Where are all these promises that they're making? You know, we're going to do this.
I heard
it's
it
a
exactly
shame.
on way in. Let's take a moment, a short moment now. When we come back, we'll probably really continue from that point on to see how we find or if there's any solution to our homelessness. Right. All right. Stay with us. Okay, good.
We're going to bring businesses back to California. We're going to create a lot of jobs for our children. We're going to fight to eliminate college loan debt for our children. And we're going to make first-year college free for our children. We're going to make our school campuses drug-free zone.
With Mr. Shahinim, the candidate for the 25th Senate position, I start to see some kind of daylight, all right, some kind of hope, and hope is a big word, some kind of hope, California. Hope here means that we find not only solutions for the big word California, we are getting solution to each of the pinpoints, right?
Definitely.
That is how you get job done. By that, my guest has mentioned his solutions, of course, and there are details. There are many details, I believe. Now, we have a beautiful twin sister in our California. Those beautiful twin sisters are poverty and homelessness. That they're so beautiful, they don't know, they hang on for so long. So do you, after you take seat, have any solutions to deal with our poverty, our homelessness? And in between, we have VA, Veteran Affair, to take care of. Those are those lots of PTSDs, right? So,
great
sir,
question.
please.
It's been a lot to me, this question, because I came from a very humble family. I know what it means to go to bed hungry at night.
All right.
And if you meet any politician, before he give you any slogan about homeless or poverty, ask him, have you helped any homeless in your life?
Yeah.
Then you know if that guy is going to help you when he becomes senator. I can say here, you know, in this TV audience, in front of you, you can ask my wife, I brought so many homeless people in my house. Okay. Families, children, you know, right there.
Man of heart.
Yeah. And I call my wife, I see people, they need help. Rita, I'm bringing 2 people home, they need help. We bring them 2, 3, 4 days, we find shelter, we find job, we can do something, we can help. And today in California, homelessness is 12% is up. There's a message to us because there's a lot of things related to each other, economy, you know, and veterans.
I have a little insert here. According to the statistics 2 weeks ago, the homeless to the point, down to the decimal point, 46,784 one night. Go ahead.
The numbers are there, and we know if you go to downtown, you don't have to, you know, you don't need camera to see.
And the same time compared to last year, there's an increase of 5.3%.
What we can do, the solution. We can learn from others, honestly. Look Utah, how he's doing. Utah, last 5 years, they focused on homelessness.
All right.
Now, the end of 2016, they're going to completely, you know, take care of the homelessness. You can
wipe it out?
Yes, not giving them hope, not just like, you know, throwing them to jail, giving them shelters, giving them, you know, opportunity, giving them hope, take them from the street, giving them really, you know, what they deserve. We can do the same thing in California. As I said, I don't have solution for everything.
But once you are there, at least you can voice out.
The California budget is $2.2 trillion. The richest state in the United States. Poverty level is in California, 26% of Californians live in poverty. 26%.
That's a quarter.
Yes.
More than a quarter.
50% of our children, they are in poverty. 50%. Thousands of children, our children, they go to bed hungry every night, and they don't know when it's going to be next meal. But they know next day they're going to go to school to learn with empty stomach. So we need to find a solution from that area. So what we're going to do, the food waste that we have in California, food waste can feed 40 million people in California.
Okay, good.
And look at the poverty. One of my plan is...
The solution lies in there.
I'm going to pass a legislation to ban the food waste from farm to grocery store.
All right.
So it's simple solution, and that's what we have to think outside box. We are wasting the food already.
And build a channel from the wasting point to the supply to their table.
Charity, faith organizations.
All right.
They're doing nothing, the faith, you know. They are worshiping.
I like it.
Put them to work. If you want to keep your, 501c, nonprofit organization, we demand you to help this, distribute the food. All they have to do is distribute the food, poor neighborhood. Believe me, we can solve this problem. We have examples, you know, we can do it, we can, and it's there. We don't want to raise tax, we don't want to get more money. The waste is there. All we have to do, give it to the right people, we can handle it. And once that's solved, homelessness is going to go down.
First time I'm hearing this. I see lots of people say, hey, let's raise the tax for 1 or 2 penny per dollar or something like that. And I had to agree because I feel the pain here.
Yeah, we are tired from politicians. We need people, they care about people. I know what it means.
So you have anything in mind, like a proposal, like a bill, whatever, to write to ban the food waste?
Yes,
oh my God, a handshake, please.
Probably that's going to be on
first year. You want to promise?
That's going to be first year.
First year.
All right. That's going to be 4 areas I'm going to focus. I'll be very honest. First, education. Because if we improve education, automatically we solve a lot of problems. And we solve crime, homelessness, and then poverty. This is a plan, a simple plan. We don't need to fight. All I have to do, convince people, real people, that, listen, we have a solution. It's going to be fight, definitely fight. But if people behind me, power is the people.
Correct me if I'm wrong, or correct me if I'm wrong. You just mentioned at one point that somebody who knows how it feels to go to bed with an empty stomach, what hunger really means, right? I came from a country, from an environment where hunger was sometimes a big problem. Right now, even now these days, I live not a rich life, but I'm much better off than the average of the folks. Every time when I eat at the same dinner table with my son, for example, there goes dumplings, Chinese dumpling, I pick up the broken ones. My son says, we have plenty, why you keep eating the broken ones? I said, they're food, right? And we have extra, we put it in the fridge for the next meal, and then the broken one needs to be taken. Whatever like that. Because I know exactly how it feels when your stomach is empty, right? Then you'd rather choose somebody, if there's anything in between, choose somebody who understands poverty, who understands hunger, who understands there is one side, the hunger problem, there is the other side, there is a waste of tons of food, right? For that, I give you a hand. Please go ahead.
Thank you.
And it sounds that you have lots of solutions in your mind
already. As I said, things that close to my heart, things that people crying for help now. And if you listen to people, you understand what they're looking for as a candidate, as a senator. They're looking for hope. They're not looking for slogans. They're not looking for someone, just like, give them a false promise.
Oh, yeah, sure.
People, we understand. We are beyond it. We understand.
Slogans mean nothing to them. I want a food, that's it.
Yes, we need to put food on the table. We need to create jobs. A lot of, minorities groups suffering now because lack of job. We need to create jobs.
I give you a reminder, probably once you take a seat, you want to use that example. Once upon a time, there's a guy named Jack Chow who says it. There's one time back then I was a reporter. I was downtown doing an interview, covering an event. Viragosa was doing the food wash for the homeless. And there's a guy on the street that I interviewed. I gave up covering the event. I covered him, and he says, "I don't need my food to be washed. I need food."
Yep.
Food. That's the thing. That's a show, all right? With the cameras doing that, with the flash going on. Yeah, of course, that's a big show.
An opportunity. That's
and there are, at the same time, people on the street needs nothing but a hamburger.
Yeah.
Or a hot dog or something. Go ahead, please.
That's what I think, now that I open my heart, I feel this
is... you're really on the same page with me.
I think we should be the same page with people.
You get my vote already.
Thank you. And that's what I said earlier. Don't vote for me if you don't believe me. But if you believe me, get up and vote. Stand up for your right.
All right, good.
Nothing will happen. Nothing will change if you just complain. You can say Chris is a great guy, has a good plan. If you don't stand up for your right, nothing will happen.
You're right.
I ask you today, stand with me. Stand up for your right. Stand up for your future. Stand up for your children, for our education. Stand up for our country. And believe me, together we can make, with your help, we can make California prosper, stronger, and safer. And we can do it only together, Jack, with your help. And then with your encouragement to the viewers, your friends, and coming together, different ethnic groups, because we're all Americans.
This whole thing from A to Z does not have anything to do with politics. We're talking about people, we the people, as the Constitution once upon a time named us. So we the people, how we the people want to improve ourselves. The solution sometimes lies in the bank. Solution sometimes lies in the California budget. Sometimes in his eye, the solution lies there right in front of our eyes, only to find out to get it to work. For that, all right, we're over time already, but it is really worth it. With my good friend Chris Shahinian, candidate for 25th District of House of California for Senate, I start to see some hope, not only because he has more slogans, not only he has higher or whatever education, not only because he had bigger credits and so forth. I understand this is a man who knows poverty. This is a man who knows hunger. This is the man who knows who we the people want. Namely, we want solutions, not slogans, right? So, yes, my dear friend, thank you for watching. And to Chris, thank you very much.
Thank you.
And thank you for running. I wish you good luck.